Hi, welcome to Phantastic Feast. I'm your host, Phan. Today we are going to make a dish that I recently discovered how to make, and it's Penang curry. And the reason why I decided to make this dish is because I was recently in Ireland, in Dublin, and my favorite and best meal there was actually Thai curry. The food in Ireland is actually a little bit heavy, but I was craving vegetables and I thought, okay, there's a Thai restaurant across the street, I'm gonna try it out. And I had Penang curry and it was delicious. But it was also 20 euros for a little itty bitty pot, which is a lot, which is about $22, give or take. So I thought to myself, I can make this better and cheaper at home. So I wanted to give it a try, and I did, and I really loved it, and it was so easy, and I thought, okay, this is something anybody can make. So of course, this is where we're at, and we're gonna show you how to make it. What you will need for this dish is 2 chicken breasts, skinless, boneless, and you cut that into strips. You also need red curry paste, which comes in the stores, and you can buy it. It's relatively inexpensive, $2 or $3. Frozen vegetables, and this was actually a little bit of a happy mistake because I was just looking for peas, and they didn't have peas, so I got the mix that had carrots, corn, and green beans as well. So, and it turned out to be really great, and the colors were really bright and pop. So you need about a cup of that. You can add more if you like more vegetables. You need kaffir lime leaves, and if you've never had kaffir lime leaves, they're so fragrant. Once you open that, you smell it, and that's really what makes the Thai curry taste like Thai. It's so complex and it's so fragrant. You can buy these at the Asian grocery store fresh, but it's super fragrant. And you also need Thai basil, also another really fragrant herb. You need Thai chilies if you want to give it a little bit of a kick. So I used about 4, and I really like the level of spice, but you can modify that. You can omit it if you can only take mild heat, or you can add more. I also added half a tablespoon of minced garlic and shallots because the color adds a little bit of nice pop to it, and also red, orange, and yellow bell pepper. I use the mini ones because it's a little bit easier, but you can use the bigger ones and cut into small strips. And aside from that, you need coconut milk, some fish sauce, and then some palm sugar as well. And that's the entire dish. It sounds like a lot of components, but it's really fast once you just put it all together. You could also use red onion as a substitute. I added this because I love the color of it, and also it adds a nice dimension to it as well. And you'll just cut this into little wedges, and you want to cut the peppers into strips like so. And there are a lot of different Thai curries out there. Obviously there's yellow curry, green curry. I've always just liked the red curry just because of the extra, it's not as mild as the yellow curry, I don't think. Okay, you have that. Okay, and I'll show you how to cut the kaffir lime leaves. What I like to do is, just so it imparts the flavor, I cut off the stem in the middle. And it's super fragrant, you can smell it. And then you can do a little chiffonade and roll it up, but I find that since I took out the middle part, I just like to cut them from here. The thinner the better if you can. And now you just cut the Thai chilies. And like I said, the Thai chilies are completely optional on how much you want to cut and add. This one I like to just split them down the middle, just so they open up. I mean, Thai food is notoriously known for how spicy it is, and I really like this a little bit spicy. And that's your veggies. And I actually don't love to use frozen vegetables, but in this case, you're totally fine, and you won't even notice that it's frozen, and it works really well actually. So I totally recommend it. It's easy and a good option. Okay, so now let's cut the chicken. And okay. So the chicken, you just want to cut it into thin strips like so. And conversely, if you don't want to use chicken, this can be beef curry or tofu. I personally like the chicken with this, so we'll do chicken. You can do shrimp as well. And that's your chicken. So that's all the prep. And then we'll take this over to the stove and start making the sauce and then making this curry come together. So let's go over there. Just drizzle a little bit of oil. And while that is heating up, I will open the can of coconut milk. First, what I do is I add the garlic. This is half a tablespoon of garlic. Swish it around. And then next goes the shallots, 2 shallots. Sweat them a little bit. Let them cook. Not too much, maybe about a minute. And then what you will do next is you will do half of the coconut cream. You pour half in. And you mix it for about 3 minutes. Make sure you continuously stir. I mean, it smells so good already, and it's only just the coconut and the garlic and the shallots. So imagine once you put the curry in and the lime leaves, the kaffir lime leaves, it just takes this to another level. Make sure you're continuously stirring this so it doesn't burn. I'm going to cook the coconut milk for about 2 minutes or so. And then from here you add the red curry paste. This is 2 tablespoons. Now, red curry paste is made up of a lot of things like kaffir lime leaves, shrimp paste, coriander seeds, black pepper, some lemongrass and galangal, or I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but also ginger root. So it's a component of a lot of things, and like I said, you can make it yourself, but I find that the store made paste is really delicious and super easy. Now I use only 2 tablespoons, but if you want your curry to be a little bit stronger, you could add another 1 or 2 tablespoons depending on your taste. I found that 2 tablespoons was a good level for me. So now this is pretty much well incorporated. The next step is to add the chicken and let the chicken cook in this curry and let it soak in all that delicious spice and coconut cream and cook. Okay, and I like to add the kaffir lime leaves, the whole ones, in just so it can start infusing the flavor. The thin shreds we'll just use as a topping. To this you add 2 tablespoons of palm sugar. I have coconut sugar here, but palm is a more authentic version. And then you add 2 to 3 tablespoons of fish sauce. This is what will give it the salty umami flavor. Okay. Smells so yummy. Okay, and at this point, I like to add the veggies. You see the chicken is starting to cook, probably 2/3 of the way. Add the peppers. Keep mixing. And then in goes your frozen veggies. Okay, and this is the Thai basil. And you notice I didn't do anything with it earlier, and what I'll just do now is I will just Take off some of the leaves and just let it wilt into it. We use some of it for garnish. Okay. And at this point, you will add the rest of the coconut milk into here. Super creamy and delicious. And then after this, you just let it simmer down for just a few more minutes for the chicken and the veggies to cook. It's spicy, it's flavorful, and creamy. Ooh, there's a kick. And that's it. We are done. I'm going to take this off the heat and plate it and then taste it with a bowl of rice, and then you will see how easy it is. So let's get that off the stove and into our bellies. This has so much going on. It has the kaffir lime leaves, it has the Thai basil, a ton of vegetables, garlic and shallots. And it's so creamy with the coconut. Okay. We are ready. And basically, because it's so saucy, what you would normally do is just add some to your bowl and eat it. That's really good. And it's spicy. Just the way I like it. Yum. That is a perfect pot, a little pot of Penang curry. So I'm really happy that I was able to find this recipe and recreate something that I really love at home, so I can have a taste of Thai Ireland in my own home. And it's something that's super easy. So I love these easy dishes that you can make, and it's not too daunting. So coming up after the break, I'm going to show you how to make cream puffs. And that's something that you see at the stores all the time. But the thing that you don't know is it's so easy to make. And I'm going to show you how to do it. So come back after the break.